Hello students, welcome back to online classes again. Hope you all reached safely to your respective places. So from today onwards we are going to start our maths class, and so it's my humble request to all the students, when you watch the video, do prepare the notes so that later on you don't have to face any difficulty. Last year, as you have seen, most of the students, you have to Xerox it from your friends, right? So this time it should not happen. So when you watch the video, kindly make the notes, okay? So we are going to continue the topic which we started in our offline classes, that is matrices. So in our offline classes, we have discussed the basics on matrices, addition, subtraction of two matrices, and also product, okay? So we have also started exercise 3.2 and we did a few questions, that was based on your addition, subtraction, and also product, okay? Now the next question is, find x and y if twice x plus thrice y equals to 2, 3, 4, 0 and thrice x plus 2y equals to 2, minus 2, minus 1 and 5, and you are given to find the value of x and y. So in class 10 students, you did questions where you were given to solve linear equations, right? And you have found the variable x and y. Same way you have to proceed, only the difference is here x and y indicates two matrices, okay? So you can apply any method how you solve linear equation in two variables, okay? Here, the first equation we will take it as 1 and the second we will take it as 2, okay? So what is the coefficient of x here? Here the coefficient of x is 2, here the coefficient of x is 3. So make it equal. So what will you do? 1 multiplied by 3 and 2 multiplied by 2 will give you what? 3 into 2, that is equals to 6x, and here again you will get 3 into 2, that is equals to 6x, and hence you will get the value of y, that is the matrix y. Okay, so multiply 3 into 2, 6x plus 9y, and remember, when you multiply any scalar quantity to a matrix, each of the elements has to be multiplied by this 3, hence you will get 6, 9, 12, 0. And 2 multiplied by 2 will give you 6x plus 4y, that is equals to 4, minus 4, minus 2 and 10. Okay, now subtract it. So plus 6x minus 6x will get cancelled. 9 minus 4 will give you 5y, which is equals to, now we will subtract these two matrices. Okay, we have done subtraction. How do we proceed? We subtract each of the corresponding elements here. Okay, so 6 minus 4, that is equals to 2. 9 minus of minus 4 will give you 13. 12 minus of minus 2 will give you 14, and 0 minus 10, that is equals to minus of 10, and hence the value of y is equals to, see, you are given to find the value of y, but we are getting 5y, so you have to divide this 5 with respect to each of the elements. Hence you will get 2 by 5, 13 by 5, 14 by 5 and minus 2. So this is the value of the matrix y. Okay, so same way you can proceed, that means you make the coefficients of y equal, and hence you will get the value of x, or you can do one thing, this value of y you substitute in any one of the equations. Okay, so 1 implies, here I am substituting this value of y here, so you will get twice x plus 3 multiplied by 2 by 5, 13 by 5, 14 by 5, minus 2, which is equals to 2, 3, 4 and 0. So this implies twice x plus 3 multiplied to each of the elements will give you 6 by 5, 39 by 5, 42 by 5 and minus 6, which is equals to 2, 3, 4 and 0. Now next you simplify this, and hence you will get the value of the matrix x. So twice x is equals to, first of all this matrix you take it to the right hand side, so you will get 2, 3, 4, 0 minus 6 by 5, 39 by 5, 42 by 5 and minus 6. Now subtract it. So 2 minus 6 by 5 will give you 5 into 2, that is 10, 10 minus 6, 4 by 5, 3 minus 39 by 5, 5 into 3, 15, 39 minus 15 is equals to 24, so you'll get minus 24 by 5, 4 minus 42 by 5. 5 minus 4, 5 into 4, that is 20. 20 minus 42 will give you minus 22 by 5. And 0 minus of minus 6 will give you 0 plus 6, that is equals to 6. But here again you see you are getting the value of twice x, right? So we need the value of x. So you have to divide each of the elements by 2. Okay, so x is equals to 2 by 5 minus 12 by 5 minus 11 by 5 and 3. So these are the values of x and y matrices, and this way we find the value of any matrices when two equations are given. Now we are going to discuss a question which is based on equality of two matrices. So I have given you the note. What is equality of two matrices? If two matrices are equal, then the corresponding elements of both the matrices has to be equal. That means the element which is in the first row, first column will be equals to the element that is present in the first row, first column in the second matrix also, and similarly for the rest. Okay. So you are given to find the values of x, y, z and w such that this matrix is equals to sum of the two matrices here. Okay. So first of all, left hand side you multiply 3 to each of the elements, hence you'll get 3x, 3y, 3z and 3w. And right hand side you add the matrices, hence you will get x plus 4, 6 plus x plus y, minus 1 plus z plus w and twice w plus 3. Now you see both the matrices are equal, hence the corresponding elements will be equal here. So you'll get thrice x will be equals to x plus 4. Next, thrice y will be equals to 6 plus x plus y, and thrice z will be equals to minus 1 plus z plus w, and thrice w will be equals to thrice w plus 3. And on solving these four equations, you will get the value of x, y, z and w. So let's solve the given equations now. So from the first equation, x, you take it to the left hand side. What will you get? Thrice x minus x is equals to 4. So thrice x minus x is equals to twice x, which is equals to 4, and hence value of x from here will be equals to 2. Okay. Now next, this value of x you substitute in the second equation. So you will get thrice y is equals to 6 plus 2 plus y. Thrice y minus y will give you twice y, that is equals to 8, and hence the value of y will be equals to 4. Now you have to find the value of w and z. So from here you will get the value of w. So thrice w minus w will, thrice w will give you w, which is equals to 3, and this value of w you substitute here, so you get the value of z. So thrice z is equals to minus 1 plus z plus 3, and hence after solving you'll get thrice z minus z, that is equals to twice z, which is equals to 2, and hence the value of z is equals to 1. So this way we got the values of all the four variables, that is x, y, z and w. So now we are going to discuss a question which is based on product of two matrices. Okay. So here the question is, if f of x is equals to this matrix, then you are given to show that fx fy is equals to f of x plus y. So from left hand side we will prove the right hand side. So the left hand side is fx into fy, which will be equals to fx is already given. So cos x minus of sin x 0, sin x, cos x 0, and 0, 0, 1. So next matrix is f of y. So what is f of y here? Simply instead of x you have to put it the variable, you have to use the variable y. Okay. So in place of x you write y now. So you'll get the value of f of y. So cos y minus of sin y 0, sin y, cos y 0, and 0, 0, 1. Now we will multiply both the matrices. So what is the rule? Row has to be multiplied to each of the columns. Okay. So first row multiplied to the first column will give you what? Cos x into cos y. So let me write cos x, cos y. Then minus sin x, sin y, and 0 into 0, that will be equals to 0. Again I am repeating, see the rule, row has to be multiplied to each of the columns. Okay, so we are starting with the first row. The first row multiplied to first element of the column, first column will give you what? Cos x cos y minus sin x sin y plus 0. Okay, now repeat the procedure. Again apply the first row. Now you will take the second column. Okay, hence you will get what? Cos x minus sin y. So minus cos x sin y. Next minus sin x cos y minus sin x cos y and 0 into 0, that will be equals to 0 itself. Again the first row you will multiply by the the third column. So you will get 0 plus 0 plus 0. Hence the last element will be equals to 0 itself. Okay. Now repeat the procedure. You will take the second row and multiply to each of the 3 columns. Again the third row multiply to each of the 3 columns. Okay. So second row multiply to the first column will give you what? Sin x cos y, sin x cos y, then cos x sin y plus cos x sin y, and 0 into 0 will give you 0 itself. Now this row again I will multiply by the second column. I will get sin x sin minus sin x sin y minus sin x sin y, then plus cos x cos y plus cos x cos y, and then 0 into 0, that is equals to 0 itself. And finally the third row multiplied to each of the columns will give you, see, 0 plus 0 plus 0. I am multiplying each of the elements with the first column. So 0 0 0 will give you 0 here. Next this row multiplied by the second column will give you 0 plus 0 plus 0. Again 0 you will get. And lastly 0 in plus 0 plus 1 will give you 1. Okay. So this is the value of fx into fy. Now here you see trigonometric formulas can be applied, and hence we will do that. So cos x cos y minus sin x sin y, this is the formula for cos of x plus y. So you will substitute the formula here, cos x plus y you will get. Here you are getting cos x sin y minus cos x sin y minus sin x cos y. So what you will do, you take minus common. So if you take minus common, then what will you get? Sin x cos y plus cos x sin y, and this is the formula of sin of x plus y. Next is 0. Here again sin x cos y plus cos x sin y, this is the formula for sin of x plus y. Here cos x cos y minus sin x sin y, this is the formula of sin cos of x plus y. 0 0 0 and 1. Okay. Now here you see the first element in f of x is cos x, and the first element here is cos of x plus y. Next minus sin x, you are getting minus sin x plus y. Next 0. Here again you are getting sin x plus y, instead of cos x you are getting cos x plus y. 0, and lastly 0 0 1. Hence this is the value of what? F of x plus y. So this is equals to f of x plus y, and hence left hand side is equals to right hand side. Now the next question that we are going to discuss is very important. That is question number 16. Number 15 and 16 are of same kind, and we will discuss number 16 today. Okay. So here a matrix A is given, and we are given to prove that a cube minus 6a square plus 7a plus twice I equals to 0. What is I? I is identity matrix. Okay. So we have already studied about identity matrix. So what is an identity matrix? In an identity matrix, the diagonal elements are 1 and the remaining elements will be 0. Okay. So here a cube doesn't mean that each of the values you will cube it. Okay. Many students do this mistake. They just cube the elements. So a cube will be equals to what? A square into a. And so for that we will find the value of a square first. And what is a square? A into a. Okay, so here multiplication of matrices will be applied. So a square is equals to a into a, which is equals to 1 0 2 0 2 1 2 0 3 multiplied to 1 0 2 0 2 1 and 2 0 3. Now you apply multiplication of two matrices. So row has to be multiplied by column. So 1, 0, 4. 1 plus 4, that is equals to 5. Again, first row multiplied to second column. 0, 0, 0. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. Next, first row multiplied to third column will give you 1 into 2, 2. 0 plus 0 into 1 is 0. And 2 into 3 is 6. So 2 plus 0 plus 6 will give you what? 8. Next, repeat the process. So second row multiplied to each of the columns. So second row multiplied to the first column will give you what? 0 plus 0 plus 2. Next, 0, 4, 0. 0, 2, 3. So 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. Next, third column multiplied to each of the, third row multiplied to each of the columns will give you 2, 0, 6. 2 plus 0 plus 6 will give you 8. Next, 0 plus 0 plus 0 will be equals to 0. And finally, 4 plus 0 plus 9. So 9 plus 4, that is equals to 13. So we have found the value of a square, right? Next, we will find a cube. So a cube will be equals to what? A square into a. So a cube is equals to a square into a. The value of a square we got here, that is 508, 245, 8013 multiplied to the matrix A. Okay, repeat the procedure again. So row multiplied to first column will give you 5 plus 0 plus 16. 16 plus 5, that is equals to 21. Next, 0 plus 0 plus 0, which is equals to 0. Next, 5 into 2, 10 plus 0 plus 24. So 10 plus 24 is equals to 34. Next, second row multiplied to each of the columns. So 2 plus 0 plus 10, that is equals to 12. Next, 0 plus 8 plus 0, that is equals to 8. 4 plus 4, so 4 plus 4, that is equals to 8. 8 plus 15, that is equals to 23. Next, third row multiplied to each of the columns. So 8 plus 0 plus 26. So 26 plus 8, that is equals to 34. Next, 0 plus 0 plus 0 will be equals to 0 itself. And then 16 plus 0 plus 39. So 39 plus 16 will give you what? 55. So we have found the value of a cube, a square. Now and the value of a is already given. So these values is substitute in the left hand side and check whether you get 0 or not. Okay. So left hand side is a cube minus 6a square plus 7a plus twice I, which will be equals to a cube is 21, 0, 34, 12, 8, 23, 34, 0, 55 minus 6 into a square. So with a square you will multiply each of the elements by 6. Okay. Hence you will get 30, 0, 48, 12, 24, 30, 48, 0 and 78 plus 7a. So 7 multiplied to a, this matrix will give you 7, 0, 14, 0, 14, 7, 14, 0, 21, and at the end 2 has to be multiplied to the identity matrix. So diagonal elements are 1. So 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0 and 0, 0, 2. Now calculate and check whether you are getting 0 or not. Okay, that means here you will get a matrix whose all elements are 0. That is 0 matrix you have to get. Okay, so 21. 21 plus 7 is equals to how much? 28. 28 plus 2 is 30. 30 minus 30 is equals to 0. So first element we got 0. You have to check for the rest. Next is 0 itself. You see each of the elements are 0, so it will be equals to 0. Next, 34 plus 14. 34 plus 14 is equals to 48. 48 minus 48 is equals to 0. Next, so next 12 minus 12 is equals to 0. Plus 0 will give you 0 itself. Okay, next 8 plus 14. 8 plus 14 is equals to 22. 22 plus 2 is equals to 24. 24 minus 24 is equals to 0 again. Next, 23 plus 7, that is equals to 30. 30 plus 0 is 30, and that subtracted from 30 will give you 0 again. Okay, now the last row, you have to check whether each of the elements are 0 or not. So 34. 34 plus 14 will give you 48. 48 plus 0 is 48. Minus of 48 is equals to 0 again. Next, 0 minus 0 plus 0, 0. And lastly, 55 plus 21, that will be equals to 76. 76 plus 2, that is equals to what? 78. Minus 78 is equals to 0. Hence, you are getting a 0 matrix which is equals to 0, and that is your right hand side. So, from the left hand side, we have got the right hand side. Okay. Now, the next question which we are going to discuss is equally important. So, here again, a matrix A is given, and you are given to prove that I plus A equals to I minus A multiplied to another matrix. Now, what is I here? I is an identity matrix, and here you will take an identity matrix whose order is 2 by 2, because here the value of A is, the order of A is 2 by 2, right? Okay. So, left hand side is I plus A, which will be equals to 1, 0, 0, 1 plus 0 minus 10 alpha by 2, 10 alpha by 2, 0. So, on addition you will get 1 plus 0, that is equals to 1. 0 minus 10 alpha by 2 will be equals to minus of 10 alpha by 2. Next, 0 plus 10 alpha by 2 will be equals to 10 alpha by 2. And finally 1 plus 0, which is equals to 1. Okay. So, this is the left hand side. Now, from the right hand side, we will check whether we are getting this value or not. Okay, so your right hand side is I minus A multiplied to cos alpha minus sin alpha and cos alpha, which will be equals to, now I minus A will be equals to what? We will find the value from here itself. So 1 minus 0, that is equals to 1. 0 minus of minus 10 alpha by 2 will give you plus 10 alpha by 2. 0 minus 10 alpha by 2 will give you minus of 10 alpha by 2, and 1 minus 0 is equals to 1. So, this matrix will multiply to the one which is given in the question. So, multiply it. So, I guess matrix multiplication is clear now. So, all of you do it on your own, and at the end you check whether you are getting the answer or not. So, row multiplied to each of the columns will give you cos alpha plus 10 alpha by 2 sin alpha. Next, first row multiplied to the second column will give you minus sin alpha plus cos alpha 10 alpha by 2. Now repeat the procedure. Row multiplied to the first column will give you minus 10 alpha by 2 cos alpha plus sin alpha, and then this row multiplied to the second column will give you sin alpha 10 alpha by 2 plus cos alpha. Okay. Next, what you will do is all the trigonometric ratios where 10 is present, you will convert it to sin and cos. Okay. It will be helpful while doing the calculation. So, we will convert it to sin and cos now. Okay, so cos alpha plus sin alpha by 2, cos alpha by 2 multiplied to sin alpha. Next, this part is minus sin alpha plus cos alpha. 10 alpha by 2 will be equals to sin alpha by 2, cos alpha by 2. Next, minus sin alpha by 2, cos alpha by 2 into cos alpha plus sin alpha, and the last one is sin alpha by 2, cos alpha by 2 plus cos alpha. Okay. So this is the matrix. Okay, now see one thing, wherever trigonometric identities is possible, we will substitute that. So here you see, after taking LCM, what will you get? Cos alpha by 2 plus sin alpha by 2. So this is the formula for what? Cos of A minus B. Hence you get cos alpha minus alpha by 2 divided by cos alpha by 2. Now here again, what you will do is you take minus common, and hence what will you get? After taking LCM, sin alpha cos alpha by 2 minus cos alpha sin alpha by 2. This is the formula for sin of A minus B. So minus sin A minus B. So A and B is alpha and alpha by 2 here, divided by cos alpha by 2. Next, here again you apply, so you will get sin alpha cos alpha by 2 minus cos alpha sin alpha by 2. So this is the formula for sin of alpha minus alpha by 2 divided by cos alpha by 2. And the last one is, after taking LCM, you will get cos alpha by 2 plus sin alpha by 2. This is the formula for cos of alpha minus alpha by 2. Okay, now you subtract these two angles, hence you will get cos alpha minus alpha by 2 is equals to what? Cos alpha by 2 by cos alpha by 2. Here you will get minus sin alpha by 2 divided by cos alpha by 2. Next, from here you will get sin alpha by 2 divided by cos alpha by 2. And from here you will get cos alpha by 2 divided by cos of alpha by 2. Now, cos alpha by 2 by cos alpha by 2 is equals to what? 1. So we are getting 1. Next, minus sin alpha by 2 cos alpha by 2 is equals to minus 10 alpha by 2. This was your left hand side, okay? So we are checking whether you are getting the same value or not. So we are getting minus 10 alpha by 2. Next, sin alpha by 2 cos alpha by 2 is equals to 10 alpha by 2. And finally, cos alpha by 2 is equals to 1. So our left hand side and right hand side both are equal, hence it's proved. In the next question, it says a trust fund has rupees 30,000 that must be invested in two different types of bonds. The first pays 5% interest per year and the second pays 7% interest per year. So using matrix multiplication, divide rupees 30,000 in terms of two bonds if the trust fund must obtain an annual total interest of rupees 1800 and rupees 2000. Okay. So here you see the amount 30,000, you have to divide it into two bonds, okay, such that the first pays an interest of 5% per year and the second one pays an interest of 7% per year, okay. And here total interest is given is 1800 and 2000. So we know how do you find the interest? Interest is equals to P into R into T by 100. So principal, so this 30,000 you have to divide it into two bonds now. So let the principal for the first bond be X and let the principal for the second be equals to what? 30,000 minus of X. And the year is equals to how much given here? The time is 1 year and interest is 5% and 7%. Now you have to apply matrix multiplication and find the value of both the amounts, that is X and 30,000 minus X. So how will you do it? Now you see in matrix multiplication, what is the rule? Row we multiply it by column. So the principal we will take it in terms of row. So X 30,000 minus X, okay, and the interest we will take it as column. So 5% that is equals to 5 by 100, 7% that is equals to 7 by 100, and interest is equals to how much given? 1800. This is the first one, that is A. So interest is equals to P into R into T equals to 100. T is equals to 1 per year here. So multiply it. So X into this will give you 5X by 100 and then plus 30,000 minus x into 7 will give you 21 minus 7x divided by 100. Now this is a matrix, okay, and here also apply the matrix symbol. Now you see both the matrices are equal now, hence the elements will be equal. So 5x plus 21,000 minus 7x divided by 100 is equals to 1800, and now simplify, you will get the value of x. So 5x minus 7x is equals to minus twice x plus 21,000. Okay, not 21,000, 21 and 4 zeros. That will be equals to 18 and 4 zeros. Hence, twice x will be equals to how much? 21 minus 18, that is equals to 3 and 4 zeros. And hence, the value of x will be equals to what then? X will be equals to 15,000, right? So this 30,000 divided by 2 will give you what? 15,000. So the amount that must be invested in the first bond will be equals to how much? X equals to 15,000, and the amount that has to be invested in the second bond will be equals to what? 30,000 minus 15,000, that will be also equals to 15,000. So students, at the end of the answer you have to mention it, okay? So you will write the answer at the end as the amount invested in the first bond is equals to rupees 15,000, and the amount invested in the second bond is equals to 30,000 minus 15,000, that is also equals to rupees 15,000, okay? And the next part is same as this. Instead of 1800, you write 2000 and then simplify, you will get the answer, okay? Next question, that is number 20, is also a question of such kind where you have to construct this and then apply matrix multiplications. Try that question too, and in case if you have any difficulty, then do share with me, okay? And the last question of this exercise is a multiple choice question. Here 5 matrices are given x, y, z, w and p, whose orders are mentioned as 2 by n, 3 by k, 2 by p, n by 3 and p by k. So the first question based on this is restriction on n, k and p. That means you have to find the value of n, k and p so that py plus wy will be well defined, okay? So now you see py plus wy for this matrix to be well defined, the order has to be same. In case of addition, both the order of the matrices has to be same. So first of all, we'll check what will be the order of py and wy, okay? So py order will be equals to what? Py will be equals to, p order is given p by k, and y order is given 3 by k. So py order will be equals to what? P by k. Similarly, wy, resultant matrix order, we will find it out. So w order is given as n by 3 and y is given as 3 by k. So wy order will be equals to what? N by k. Now you have to check which option will be satisfied by this. Now you see here the answer will be option number A. Why option number A? Because k is equals to 3 given, okay, we can take the value of k to be equals to 3, and p and n has to be same. If it is not same, then you cannot add, okay? So option A is the correct answer here. Now let's check why the other options are not correct. Here it's given k is arbitrary, p equals to 2. K is arbitrary means k can take any values. So if k can take 1 as value here and if k can take 2 as value here, we cannot add it up. As I told you, in case of addition, order has to be same for both the matrices. And p equals to 2. P equals to 2 if you take, then what about n? That is not mentioned. Okay, next p is arbitrary, k equals to 3. Now k equals to 3 you have taken, and p is arbitrary. Again the same condition arises. If p is arbitrary, then what about n? That is not mentioned. Okay, next k equals to 2, p equals to 3. So k we are taking 2, p equals to 3 and n is not given, hence the correct option will be A. Now the next is if n equals to p, order of 7x minus 5z. So x order is given as 2, by n, and z already is given as 2 by p. So now you see the rows are same here, right? 2 rows are there, so the columns has to be same. So n is equals to p, n is equals to p, already given in the question. So which will be the correct option here? So here the correct option will be B. Why B? Because the row is given as 2, okay, and p is equals to n, that is already given in the question. So the option will be 2 by, the option will be B, that is 2 by n. A is wrong because here the row is given as p, here the row is not p, instead the column is p here, okay, p columns are there. Next, n by 3, this is wrong, and p by n, this is also wrong, hence the correct answer is B, that is 2 by n. So with this we have completed this exercise. So you practice it once, and if you have any doubt, do let me know, okay. So I end today's class. Thank you students, stay home, stay safe.